Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to try to get 12 wins in this grand challenge using the best Electro Giant deck in the game right now. So you guys might remember the Electro Giant was pretty trash before it got this buff recently. It was like, I think 2 days ago, 3 days ago maybe, that the Electro Giant ended up having its zap or stun damage fixed. Before it was always, it did the exact same as a level 6 Electro Giant, which was a glitch of course, but now whenever you're using the Electro Giant, it'll be correct to its level, so it ends up doing a lot more damage than it did before. And if you can manage to get the Electro Giant to the tower, it ends up doing quite a lot of damage and takes down towers really quickly, and it can be really good against support cards as well if you NATO them into the Electro Giant, which is why Tornado and all these other splash cards pair really well in Electro Giant decks. And just to show you guys how good it is, Sato, who is currently 11th in the world right now, is actually 1st in the world yesterday using this deck. The only reason why he's 11th isn't because he lost games or anything like that. It's because he just hasn't played in like a day or so. He hasn't played any ladder matches. So actually first, let's just go ahead and open up this giant chest. And before we get in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. You can use it in any Super Sub game. Help support me, help support the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who do use my code. It means a lot. Alright, let's search for the first game. You want to play this deck pretty passively because you have a pretty expensive cycle. I mean, the deck average elixir is 4.3, so you overall want to be making your pushes in double elixir. Like, you don't want to, of course, Electro Giant first play. You don't want to, I don't think you want to cycle like Baby Dragon or anything like that either. Overall, pretty passive. You want to start the game off. And sometimes you could even just wait until your opponent makes the first play. Like in this case, I'm going to see if Nightmare here is going to do anything. He's going to go for a Ghost at the bridge, so we'll just go for a Dark Prince. Could be RG Ghost. That's a really popular deck in the meta. It could also be P.E.K.K.A, so let's, you know, try to figure out. With the Heal Spirit, it's looking like it most likely is RG, because that's really the only deck that has Royal Ghost and Heal Spirit in it. And there's the Hunter as well, so looking more and more like RG. So in this matchup, yeah, we for sure should be pretty passive. I think we don't need to go for any Electro Giants until double, unless we're up quite a lot of elixir. I'm just going to go for a Goblin Cage, same lane as the Fisherman. Overall, playing... Okay. I'm going to Tornado. I think the Ghost... Yeah, is going to go for the Goblin Cage. That's fine. We'll go for a Barbaro. He's going to go for an RG. Really, really aggressive RG in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's the best play, especially because we're going to have a really nice counter push potential here. It's also going to force a lot of elixir out of him, potentially allowing us to go in for an Electro Giant, depending if he spends something else. Barbaro, Guess we'll just go for a Tornado. That Barbarian is going to get some damage on the tower, unfortunately. I think we're fine, though. I decided I didn't want to go in for an Electro Giant on defense. I just want to continue playing this passively until double. He's going to go for a Hunter. I'm going to cycle Baby Dragon, and we'll see if he gives us any more lightning value than that we want to take. Yeah, let's actually Lightning the Fisherman. It's pretty good. That's good value, Fisherman and Hunter. Not bad. And then we're just waiting for our opportunity here to go in. I'm probably just going to completely ignore that Ghost, actually. Yeah, I'm going to Electro Giant now. He's probably going to try to Fisherman to pull it, so I wanted to go for like a Dark Prince. Pretty good lightning value. We're going to get the Electro Giant on the tower. Good Barbaro on his end. It's going to force an Ice Wizard out of me. This has been a really slow game. Pretty boring, to be honest. But that's, I think, with an Electro Giant deck, what it has to be sometimes. It has to be slow. We get the Electro Giant to the tower. Is it going to get any more damage? Yeah, that was a pretty good amount of damage. We can go for a lightning. Oh my gosh, guys, let's go. The Dark Prince ended up connecting. And actually, had that not happened, I think we for sure would have lost. So that was very unfortunate for him, and that's probably why he was spamming those angry faces there at the end, because he knows that had the Dark Prince not connected, he probably would have won. But that was, yeah, a really nice game there, you know, versus RG, which is a really popular deck in the meta. So kind of shows you like how you want to play it. You have to play it pretty passive just because your cycle is a lot slower compared to theirs, and I feel like if you're too aggressive with even just one Electro Giant, kind of like how it is with Golem decks, it could end up costing you the game. So we'll see if we can find another game quickly. If it takes more than, you know, like a minute and a half, I'll probably just edit out the search times, because sometimes in grand challenges it can take a while. Also, like, I guess I'll just say this, like, as we're searching, I'm thinking of, I don't even know like why I haven't done this before. It's probably just because like I'm lazy. I don't really know, but I can just ask Tribe Gaming to make me another overlay for YouTube, one that doesn't have the live chat thing, because a lot of you guys, I noticed, were complaining about it, like saying that, you know, asking if I could remove it because there's no point of it being there. And I kind of agree with you guys. When I'm not streaming it, I guess of course wouldn't really make sense to have that. So I think I'm going to probably ask Tribe Gaming, the graphic designer in the team, to see if he can make me one quickly that doesn't have that for YouTube. Because I, of course, if you guys didn't know, stream on Twitch, so that's why that is there, in case you guys were wondering. I'm going to actually go for a lightning on this cannon cart just because I think with my cycle that was the best play. He's going to go for a knight in a graveyard, so I'm going to block the bridge, so then that way the knight isn't tanking for the graveyard, and that's going to really help me take care of the graveyard. We're going to go for a bar barrel on this remainder of the Spear Goblins and the knight. I think he's maybe just going to go for, yeah, I was going to say a hunter on this. He's using this mortar deck. I don't know why, but it's recently been pretty popular in the meta for some reason. Like, I've seen it quite a bit on ladder, and like more and more people have been using it. I guess it's because Graveyard's really strong, so, and also because Hunter's quite strong as well. The synergy, I guess, is pretty good, but it seems like it's been popular all of a sudden for some reason. I'm gonna go for a Dark Prince. Okay, let's go for a Baby Dragon. Kind of a late bar barrel. It didn't end up tanking for the oh, the cannon cart was so close to locking on the tower. I got a little lucky that it didn't, to be honest. So yeah, we're getting towards double here, which is great for us, of course, because in single we're not really going to be able to do anything with this matchup, of course. But what's really good in this matchup, I feel like, is we actually, the lightning is going to get quite a lot of value against his cannon cart and the hunter, especially if he decides to play them right next to each other. So that's definitely something we want to take advantage of if we get to that point where like he plays a cannon cart and a hunter next to each other. And this push was so aggressive, I think, guys, it's time to go ahead and set up for an Electro Giant in the back because he spent so much elixir there. And we'll see what he wants to do. He's going to set up for defensive mortar. So if he does decide to play his cannon cart in radius of the mortar, this will of course be very good for us. Wow, he lightning blocked it. That's kind of annoying. I think that's... we're kind of in a bad spot. He's gonna, like... Yeah, he's up so much elixir. This is not good. Cannon cart's kind of broken in this matchup. I'm gonna lightning this. Wow. Yeah, this mortar deck, I think I'm going to make a video on it. It looks really broken. I can see why a lot of people are using it, because it's kind of... The graveyard's OP right now. The cannon cart looks like it's extremely obnoxious if you don't have, like, the correct responses to it. If the mortar didn't lock on the tower, I think we might have won, but oh well, GG. That felt like a pretty rough matchup, but yeah, that mortar deck is so broken in this meta. I'm probably going to make a video on it soon. So many people are using it recently, I'm not really sure why. Like, I was going through the top 10 yesterday, and I saw several people making, or like, using it on ladder. Alright, here we go. We found our next game. See what this guy's using. I'm just going to set up for a goblin cage. Okay, he has skeletons, mega minion. Not really sure what this is yet. Okay, so it could be graveyard. We'll just tornado this balloon to the king tower. Should be a pretty easy matchup for us, especially if he has Inferno Drag, because the Electro Giant's so good against the Inferno Drag. Go ahead and cycle Ice Wizard. So let's hope he has the Inferno Drag. If he doesn't, that's going to be annoying, because, as I said, the Electro Giant's so good against it. So, like, obviously I'd want him to have it. But yeah, we can, in double, I'm pretty sure, build up a really nice push that'll be difficult for him to stop, because he doesn't really have, I mean, besides the Lumberjack, he doesn't really have a lot of DPS. He also doesn't have a building, so he doesn't have many good ways of dealing with the Electro Giant, I feel like. So it's going to be really good for us. I'm going to go to Electro Giant in the back now because we're in double elixir. He's just kind of cycling support cards. He's not really doing anything. We'll go for an Ice Wizard. And then I'm just going to let the balloon get a connection, and then we'll just tornado it away. The bowler's actually going in the wrong lane. That's pretty unfortunate for him. I'm going to lightning. Not worried about hitting the tower. I'd rather hit his support cards, because that'll allow the Electro Giant to get to the tower. Everything's dead. Nothing's DPSing. the Electro Giant, it's going to get quite a lot of damage on his tower. You can see when you actually get it to the tower, it does quite a lot of damage. We'll go for an Ice Wizard on defense here. I'll probably send in for another Electro Giant right now. Maybe Tornado everything into it. We'll see. He's going to freeze probably. Yep, there it is. It was pretty obvious because he was waiting and not doing anything. I'm going to Lightning. If the Electro Giant... Okay, it gets one hit, so all we need to do is Lightning, which means if we just defend this Balloon Push, it should be a good game. And I don't even think we need to worry about it getting one hit. We can let it lock on the tower. It doesn't really matter. Tornado just to cycle. He's trying to Lightning block, but I don't think he can because Skeletons don't even have enough hit points anyway. So that's going to be GG. Nice win there, putting us at 10-2. He's laughing. Not really sure why, but probably a little upset. I think it's a pretty good matchup for us overall. So it wasn't too bad there. Alright, we found our next game. We'll give him the good luck. And we could probably... we'll see what he does. If he doesn't... Alright, he's going to go for a Tombstone, so we'll bar barrel that. Probably lava, right? There's the lava. And then I'm going to go for an Electro Giant. We're going to go opposite lane of the lava. Dark Prince further back, so if he has Barbarians, it'll charge into them. And yeah, I mean, this could be a tower trade. What could even happen is we'll actually... Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. The minions are going to get destroyed. Tower's down. And also what's really good is we're going to end up saving our tower. So he's forced to go for... Oh, wow. Fireball's not even going to finish it off. I was going to say Fireball Zap, but Fireball Zap won't even be enough to finish it off. So we should be able to force a lot of Elixir out of him in this lane. And then maybe even go for the 3 crown in this match. Because I think Electro Giant does really well versus Lava decks. And you guys are you guys have seen it so far. It's because it's really difficult for them to stop your Electro Giant Dark Prince push because you have a ton of splash for the Barbarians, and also in this case he's got minions which just get destroyed if he plays them anywhere near the Electro Giant. I don't want to give this Mega Minion the tower because I want to essentially force as much Elixir out of him as I can, so I'm going to defend it, of course. You know, why would I give him the tower? Really bad minions on his end. But, I mean, what is he supposed to do anyway? So, yeah, we take out the minions really easily. Like, I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is just why this matchup's so difficult for him. I mean, he's going to go for Barbarians. They're just going to get destroyed. We can follow up with another Dark Prince. And he's forced to drop a Fireball. We can go for an Ice Wizard. We're just overwhelming him at this point. He doesn't have enough Elixir to stop the Dark Prince. It's going to get quite a lot of damage on his tower. Not put us in lightning range, unfortunately, but... close enough. I'll go for another Electro Giant. And then this is going to be really annoying for him too. We're also going to defend the Balloon because this is going to force a Fireball Zap out of him. So we might as well just keep defending because the more Elixir we can force out of him, the better. So yeah, he has to go Fireball Zap. If this Barb Barrel gets a hit, I'm going to Lightning. Because we, of course, will only need 2 Lightnings to finish off the game. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Lightning. He, of course, could try to block with Barbarians, so we got to watch out for that. But all we need to do is just make sure his Barbarians are out of rotation, and we should be fine. He's going to go for a Mega Minion. Okay, Tombstone. I just want to make sure he doesn't Lightning block with the Barbarians. Okay, there's the Barbarians. That's what I was waiting for. Barbarians and minions out of cycles, so we can go ahead and Lightning his tower now. That's going to be GG. Good effort on his end to go for the Lightning block, but I was ready for it. I knew that he, of course, had Barbarians, so I was cautious and made sure those were out of rotation. So that is going to put us at 11-2 right now. Let's search for the last game. We find it immediately. Let's go. We found a game versus Mini Minter. Give him the good luck. And yeah, this will be the last game, so we'll see if we can end up getting the 12 wins. He's going to go ahead and go for a Magic Archer in the back. I think I'll just go ahead and cycle a Baby Dragon. We'll see what he wants to do. He's going to go for a Ghost. So I guess I'll play Dark Prince. So, interesting deck so far. Maybe it's Royal Hogs, but I'm actually not entirely sure what this is yet, because yeah, I don't know what it is yet. We're gonna have to see. Luckily, we pushed that cannon card out of range. It's not going to end up locking on our tower. So it's looking like it's bridge spam. I don't know if he's got the E-Barbs yet. As you guys know, after the E-Barbs got a pretty big buff, a lot of people are using E-Barbs bridge spam. So I'm curious to see maybe if he has the E-Barbs or instead has the Battle Ram. It's probably between those two things. I'll go for a Barb Barrel. He's going to go ahead and Ghost, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and Goblin Cage. He's going to Magic Archer that, so we need a Baby Dragon. Ooh, not a good Heal Spirit. It didn't end up healing the... Alright, so he's probably trying to predict our Electro Giant because he knows he wants to drop. He knows we want to drop it. I'm gonna go Electro Giant now though in the back. And this is gonna be pretty hard for him to stop, I think. I'm going to Tornado the Magic Archer into the... Oh, let's go, guys. I think we got it. Lightning on the E-Barbs. That should be tower done. Let's go, guys. Really nice win versus Mini Minter. If you guys don't know who Mini Minter is, really good player. He's, you know, really good competitive player. You guys might have, you know, heard of his name. Like, he's been on... you know, CWA several times. Really good player. I think it's a good matchup for us because I think any type of like bridge spam deck, anything like that that doesn't have a building is really easy for this deck. Buildings are kind of, I think, you know, this deck's kryptonite, if that makes sense. I think buildings are amazing versus the Electro Giant. And of course, our only loss was to a building deck. And I'm planning, by the way, guys, definitely going to make a video on that deck because I wasn't even joking when I said that that deck was really good in the meta. Maybe some people have like tilted with it, but when I checked a ladder the other day, yeah, like in this clan in general, look at this. Well, this guy's hiding his deck, but like Thunderboy, there's so many. Let me check. Was this guy using it too? No. But yeah, anyway, my point is there was a lot of people using this deck, so probably gonna make a video on it. I think it's a really strong graveyard deck. That might be my next video. But let's go ahead and open up this chest. And first, yeah, let me see if this was... Yeah, Mini Minter also has a lot of accounts too. That's just one of several, I believe. He has tons of accounts. You know, a good friend of mine, I played in some... I was on a No Tilt team with him about a year ago. But we're fully maxed, so it doesn't really matter what we get anyway. The only thing we need to get are Electro Spirits and Electro Giants, of course. And that'll be it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know if you guys have any other Electro Giant decks that you think are good that maybe I should test out. And also, I'll try to remember to get a new overlay that doesn't have the live chat on it for videos and just use this one for streaming. That's going to be it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.